Hey guys, it's Katie. Wow, there's a lot of things around me. Okay, hi, okay. I wanted to come and talk to you guys because today has been, whoa. So, my day started out bad, and that happens. Every day is not guaranteed to be amazing. Life is not always going to be amazing. Life is going to get down, bad things are going to happen. That is life. Sad reality. But, bad times end, and the good times are always so much better. And I just wanted to come talk to you guys because a lot's happened this week. A lot of crazy, horrible things, heartbreaking things. It's just been an emotionally draining, crazy, stressful week. And this is also very much directed to my school, this video, like my fellow students. So as I said, the beginning of today was not great. It was really, really bad. And literally, it was third period. I was walking to third period, and my teacher, Mr. Brown, I was supposed to do my monologue, and all he did was have to look at me. Like, he was like already coming up to me to tell me something, and all he did was look at me, and like he was me like, "Are you okay?" And I just started crying. I started like literally crying because I was not okay. I wasn't okay. I wasn't. And so he talked to me, and he made me feel so much better, and he just was amazing because he's amazing. And yeah, and so I enjoyed, it was just, I still had a lot to do, so I spent that class getting stuff done. And then the next period, I killed my English midterm. I so proud of myself. I got that thing done so fast too because I knew it. And I gave my teacher the work I was supposed to hand in, and yeah, and then I finally realized I don't have any more work to do. I just felt so emotionally drained. I felt dead. I still felt like I wanted to cry more because that's how I get out a lot of my emotions when I'm upset, is crying. It helps me get rid of these negative, upsetting emotions. It helps me vent it out. So yeah, so why am I doing math? So then after English was chemistry, and I was just dead. I just really wanted to go home. I was sick of life. I just really wanted to go home and relax and finally be on vacation, because now I'm on vacation. I'm going to Arizona tomorrow. And I just really wanted to go home. And I just sat through the class and I got through it, and then I was study hall, and I was like, you know what? I have been talking about this day, Thursday, today, for weeks now, and how I've been thinking about this day since before break, preparing for this day, and I just got through it. Let's go, Katie. You just got through it. You did it. Wow, I'm actually really just realizing this now, how much I did it. It was back at the moment I was just kind of I deserve this. Now I'm I did it. Whoa. I win. Just kidding. I got through it, and it was fine, and it was a lot, and it was stressful, but yeah. So where was I? Yeah, so it was study hall after chem, and so I was like, I deserve a break. I deserve to do what I want. So I went on Wattpad and wrote in my story. I just did that the entire period, and then I told myself, I'd do some studying since I had to finish my history test, 7th period. I really didn't even end up studying. I just kept writing, and then so I ended up finishing my history test, and yeah, and it was fine, and I gave it to him, and I feel pretty good about it. And that was 7th period, and then it was still 7th period, and 7th period was not over, so I went to, where did I go first? Oh yeah, I went to Mr. T's room, and I put my stuff down, and I told, and they are him and Becca already made me laugh, and I put my stuff down, and I told them how I needed to go run to the school store. I had to go do something real quick, and I'd be right back. And I went to the school store. I got my friend's jacket out of the school store, and before I opened, when I was opening the school store, I saw another one of my teachers that I love seeing, and we talked, and he was just so nice, and it was so nice talking to him. And so yeah, I got the jacket, and I went to go return the key to my teacher, who I give the key to, and it was so funny. My friend was literally there who I was giving her the jacket, and so it was so perfect, and it was so fun walking through the hallway just petting that jacket, because I was like, wow, this is what I need. It's just to pet this jacket like it's a puppy. And I gave her jacket, and it was sweet. My other friend, I like sat with her in her class, and it was like fun sitting with her for a second. Kayla, like it was just fun sitting with her for a second in the classroom, because yeah, it was just fun. I just like the energy of the classroom that was going on at the moment. And then I got up and I went back to T's, and we played cards, and oh my gosh, guys, it was hysterical. It was so much fun. Like, I knew that going into his room was just gonna make me feel so much better, and it did. It just was hysterical. It was such a fun time. We were cracking up laughing. I ended up lying on the floor like laughing, like I fell out of my seat laughing. It was just a great time. I was just hysterically laughing and having a good time. And yeah. And then it was close to the end of the period, so the bell rang, and I went to my next class, and I knew I wanted to get chemistry help for my midterm, so I went and got chemistry help, and it was so much fun talking with her. And then one of the principals came, like, towards the end of the period in that room, and she's like, oh, like, she's like, did you send, like, she was like, did you tell, like, is there a reason we should be meeting with each other? And I'm like, I don't think so. And she's like, oh, but, like, did you send, like, an email to our superintendent? And I was like, to do that. And I was like, yeah, I did. And she's like, okay, well, just, like, you know, like, what do you have after this? And I was like, oh, Sukkos after school. And she's like, okay, just track me, like, find me. And I was like, okay. So I ended up continuing having chemistry help. And then when we were done, it was so funny. I walked out of the room, and exactly who I needed to meet with was right there. So we went to her office, and actually I had to wait because she was going to meet with someone else before me. It's actually my friend Megan, who inspired me to do what I did. Love you, Megan. It was so funny. I sat there, and you know what? Literally, it's just so funny how things worked out. I went from having a horrible day to all these nice things now happening, all these amazing, making my heart super duper happy things. And literally, I thank God for that. I was like, wow, this is God just telling me, you know, you got through it, you did it, like, you know, it's okay, like, you know, like, just sending me happiness in a time that I need it. And, you know, for those of you who don't believe in God, you know, things like that just happen too. You don't have to think, you know, like, if you don't believe in God, you know, yeah, these things still happen. So yeah, so I was sitting there, and it was great because teachers I love came in, like, I got to say hi to them, and Mr. Brown walked in, and I like didn't even think about it. I just went like, hi, Mr. Brown, like how I normally do, and he's like, there's my girl, and I was like, and and it was so sweet. One of the ladies in the office started talking to me. We were having a great conversation, and like, I was like, you know, I like started talking to her, and she's like, there's that smile, there's that Katie smile that I always love to see. Like, hearing those things when I'm sad makes me so happy that, like, people love to see me that much, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, the reason I'm saying that is because, like, you know, she didn't know I was sad. She just genuinely meant, like, she was happy to see me, and she loved seeing my smile, and she loved seeing me. So, like, that just made my heart so happy, and made me happy, and just, it meant the world to me. We were talking, having a great time, and then it was my time to go back and talk to her, and we had a lovely chat. And I just want to say to my school, our school cares about us. Downingtown East High School cares about us. That office, they care about us. Those teachers, they care about us. I've always known this, and I know this. I've always known it, and it's facts. They care so much. Our principals and everyone in that office has been working their butts off all day today, and, like, just been bringing people up in the office, asking them, how can we help mental health? How can we do better by our students? Do better to help when it comes to mental health, and what can we do? That's what they want. Like, our principals, everyone, they've been working their booties off, trying to find ways to help the school and make a change, make a difference. And that's why they called me in, because I emailed our superintendent. And I told my ideas, and we had a great conversation. Me and one of the assistant principals, I don't really know if I'm allowed to be saying people's names, oops. We just had such a great conversation. She's an amazing lady, and I've always loved her. We just had such a great conversation, and you just know how much they care. You just know. You can feel it. You just know with all your heart. Like when our principal had to make the announcement today, you could hear the hurt in his voice. Guys, they care about us. People care. They're here for us. And you know, I gave her all my ideas, how there should be more education about it, how there should be more ways to cope with like mental health and things like that. There should just be more ways to cope and just more everything. There needs to be more education, more awareness. And I loved how she was saying how like they're thinking of bringing like more activities so we can all come together and like get to know each other and actually bond and be there for each other, and like more, if you like, I don't know if never mind, I can't talk about Link because the rules are we don't talk about Link, but more of a Link environment in our school where we all are a community, and because we're a family, we look out for each other. East is a family, and you know, she just like, you know, they're trying to figure out ways to bring us all more together so we all actually know each other, because at Link you know everyone. We're like at Link you know every single person, you get to know everyone at like a really deep level, and so she wants to bring those aspects into our school, and it's great. I love it. And honestly, guys, be kind to each other. Please be kind to each other. And, you know, talk to people. Talk to people. You know, let people know you're there for them. Let people know, like, ask people, are you okay? If you see someone that looks down, ask them, are you okay? All my friends, you know, I always ask them, I'm like, are you okay? If they're not acting like themselves, are you okay? Most of the time, they're tired. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to ask them every single time, are you okay? Because I want to make sure that they are okay, because if they're not okay, I'm going to make them okay. I'm going to help them be okay, you know? I want to make sure they're happy and they're okay. That's what matters. And you know what? You know what? After that meeting, I felt a new, like, joy, mind frame, happiness. You know, just talking to her and hearing how much they care. Do you know how much, like, you know, just telling people how much you care about them helps people so much? Because hearing how much she cared, like, she was talking about how much she cares about the school, you know, it just showed how much they cared, and it just filled me with happiness and just made me appreciate my school even more than I already do. Just filled me with appreciation and admiration for how they're handling this and how they're trying to help and are doing everything they can, because they could easily do nothing. Which is sad to say, but some schools would do nothing and they wouldn't care. They care and they're trying their best. They're trying to do as much as they can to help and make the community even better. After that, I was late to student council. I actually missed the meeting, but it was okay because, like, yeah. And I got there and I, like, said, you know, it just filled me with that happy, oh, and then as soon as I walked out of the office, I saw my guidance counselor and the teacher who I mentioned earlier that I returned a school store key to, and Mrs. Wolf, who is the teacher, she was like, Katie, new swag, and she said so excitedly and screamed it, and I was like, oh my gosh, my two babes, and I walked over and I talked to them, and it was a great chat, and I ended up hugging my guidance counselor because she's amazing, and it was great, and it just filled me with even more happiness. I'm like, wow, these are just all signs, like, you know, like, this is just crazy, like, this is just crazy how my day has just gone from horrible to absolutely amazing and fantastic. And, I then went to, you know, checked in with student council and told them how I needed to go get my stuff from my class, because I actually had left my stuff in my class, 8th period, because I was getting, like, teacher help. Like, I went to that teacher to get help. My stuff was still in my actual study hall. So I went and got my stuff, and I just smiled. Like, I looked around, and I just smiled at my classroom. I'm like, wow, I love this place, and I'm thankful for it. And I just, wow, it was just an admiration, like, just a crazy moment. Just, wow, like, I love the school, and I'm happy to be alive and be here. And I walked and I stopped at Gamer Room to drop my Gamer Club to drop my stuff, because I told T I'd come, Mr. T I'd come, and it was perfect because my two other teachers I absolutely love were there as well, and when I don't even get to see the one, so it was so nice, and to know that she's now a part of Gamer Club. And so I still left my binder in the library, which was student council, so I told them I'll be right back, I have to go get my binder from student council. And so I went and got my student council binder, and it was so funny. I walked in and I was like, you know what, like, I'm just in such a good mood. I was like, I want to bring, you know, I saw these group of girls, and I'm like, you know, like, I just want to spread, you know, like, yeah, I want to talk to people and make people know that I'm there for them. I want to bring them happiness. I want to just bring them happiness and go around spreading positivity and cheer, as I like to do. And I was like, I want to go up to, you know, I saw this group of girls. I was like, I was like, I didn't really expect anything, because anytime I do try and do this, usually I'm not met with a very happy reaction. Usually they don't, like, they're just like, oh thanks, and they kind of brush me off most times, like, I don't know, like, not all the time, like, just like in this type of like student council situation. So not that I've actually tried, usually I'm just so tired, I just sit with Kennedy and I talk with Kennedy. And yeah, and I do compliment people, like, when they come up and hand in their cards, because that's what they were doing. They were making birthday cards for the teachers. So I went up to this one table, and I just went up to them, and I was like, wow, these, like, I, like, complimented them. I was like, these look so good. And they were all, like, so, like, super duper nice, amazing girls, and I got to, like, talk with them, and, like, it was great, and they were just so sweet girls, and I just loved it, and I just went in with, like, a confident, happy attitude, and I just loved talking to them, and it made my heart so happy talking to them, and they were just amazing girls, and they made my heart so happy, and they, like, cared. They, like, wanted to, like, I was like, yeah, like, I made a joke about my YouTube, and they were like, what, you have a YouTube? And they're like, oh, like, you know, they wrote down my YouTube so they could go subscribe and watch my videos, and I was like, whoa, this is just so nice, wow, you guys are nice, like, guys, this is what I'm talking about, like, go out, talk to people, meet new friends. These girls, like, I genuinely, like, I'm gonna go talk to them, like, like, no matter what, I'm gonna go talk to them, and hopefully they'll find me in hallways, and I'll find them in hallways, and, you know, like, I just made awesome new friends because I decided to go talk to them. Look what happens, guys. I always say, if you see someone sitting alone at lunch, go talk to them. You don't know, like, you know, like, just go talk to them. If they say no, you know, it's okay. You know, maybe they want someone to sit with. Go talk to them, invite them to sit with you. But yeah, I met, like, I just, like, I'm so happy because those girls were amazing. They're so nice and so sweet, and, like, you know, I got to meet them because I decided to talk to them. You know, I decided I wanted to talk to them and, you know, be nice and spread as much happiness as I can and positivity, and I just really, like, I was like, yeah, I wanted to go, like, yeah, I just wanted to talk to people and try and make them happy and put a smile on their face. And yeah, and they put a huge smile on mine, and they were amazing and so sweet. I actually recognized one of them, Natalie, from Student Sassy. Well, she recognized me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was just great. And then I said hi to Sabrina and Sanjana, and I ended up talking to them. It was Sanjana's birthday. I sang happy birthday to her, and then I screamed for the entire class. I screamed for the entire library. I was like, hey, it's her birthday, wish her happy birthday. And my friends at the table, they were like, the girls I just met, they were like, yeah, happy birthday. I was like, I love you girls. And I sang to Sanjana, you know, I screamed, and that just made me happy. I was like, and it made her happy, and it just made me happy that it was her happy. And Sabrina was there, and I was so happy to see Sabrina. It was just nice talking to them, and I was just such in a great mindset, and such in a happy mindset, and it just made me happy that I was happy, it made me happy that I was making people happy, and it made me happy that I wasn't second guessing myself, because I do that a lot. I overthink, I'm overly analytical. I would, like, if I'm not happy with the conversation, I'll keep replaying in my head. And yeah, I'm very OCD in that way, where I just am very over analytical, and I try not to be, and it's really hard sometimes because I'll just be so over analytical, like, with myself, and I just, you know, I shut it down. But like today, I just wasn't, like I just talked to people, and I had a good time, and I was just genuinely happy. And then I went to Gamer Club, because that was over, like, student council was over, and I went to Gamer Club, and I had so much fun playing the game. The game was so fun. I was laughing and having a good time, and I was thinking about how I want to go home and film a video about this and tell people and just get the word out and just talk to you guys, and that's where we're at right now. And I had a great time in Gamer Club, and Becca was there, and I was happy Becca was there because I love Becca, and Mr. T, and it was just a great time, and it was so much fun. The game was so fun, and I got really good at it. I ended up with 12 cards. It was great. But I want to get the word out to everyone at Downingtown East. Don't stop wanting change. Don't stop asking for it. There's a way to ask for it in a nice, formal, you know, in a good, respectable way. Not angry, demanding, rude. Don't do any of that. Just in a nice, like, this is, you know, this is all we're asking for. We're not asking for a lot. We're just asking for more mental health awareness, more education. Like, you know, just, we're asking for just more than what we're given, which is one assembly freshman year, which isn't gonna help us the rest of the year. I've been stressed out so much my senior year, and I could use that assembly. I could use someone coming in to talk to us about it. I could, like, you know, there's so much we do. There's so much people don't know about it that we could use a class on it. We have health class. We could have a mental health class, learning all about the different types of mental illnesses and how to deal with it, how to cope with it, how to how to cope. Like, as I already said everything, but just a class learning about it. I still don't know everything there is to know about it, and trust me, I already know a lot, but there's still more to learn. There's still more to educate yourself in. There's still a lot, and there's yeah, I would say I'm lucky because I know how to help myself. I know when I'm sad, I know how to help myself get out of it. I know to listen to happy music. I know to surround myself with happiness. I know to, you know, I'm a very positive person. I'm just a positive person. I'm a very energetic person. So I just know how to stay positive. I know what's going to make me happy. I know my family's going to make me happy. I know Disney's going to make me happy. I know certain YouTubers are going to make me happy. And that's why I started That's why I started YouTube, to make people happy, to put out good vibes, to put out good messages, and to help people and make them happy and be the person that is their happiness. And yeah, but as I was saying, I think I'm very lucky to know what makes me happy and how to get myself out of like a sad funk. But now a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people don't know how to cope with what they're going through. A lot of people just don't know. And sometimes that's why they go to suicide, because they just don't think there's anything that's gonna fix it. And if there was more, like, you know, more education could prevent that. So they can know that, you know, there is ways to, you know, there is, you know, a way to get happy again. That, you know, depression's not, you know, sadness isn't just gonna stay in you forever, you know. And it's okay to cry. I'm kind of dehydrated, so guys, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. You know? Sometimes life isn't going to be great. Sometimes it's going to be horrible. But it's not going to be that way forever. It might be that way for a long time. I know my day, it went from horrible to great fast. That's not reality most of the time. You know, it's not going to snap and be better. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Sometimes you just got to make it better your way. You know what I mean? You got to make it better yourself. You know what I mean? And sometimes it'll naturally be better. I don't know, you know, but it will get better. You are worth it. You are worth the world. People care about you. People love you. And if you were gone, people would care. Your family would care. Your friends would care. Your teachers in school would care. People would care. People would notice. People would be devastated, okay? Your existence here matters. And you, as soon as you were born, you had a purpose, and you are here to do only amazing things. So stay positive, stay yourself, be friendly, be kind to everyone you meet, spread kindness and positivity, think positive thoughts. You guys, I'm here for you 100%. I'm here to talk, and I'm here 1,000%. Whatever you're going through, I'm here to help. I'm here. Just DM me. And yeah, and to my school, come on guys, we don't let this just be a 30-second thing where we care and then we drift off and it's just you know, it's just like it never happened, you know. Don't let it move on. Let's keep fighting for a change. Let's keep this so the next freshman year they get this, you know. Let's just keep it going. Cyclical. Keep going until it's just 1,000%. We got to keep this change, and we got to keep our voices heard. Keep your voices heard. Bring the change. Bring this mental health change that we need at Downingtown. Bring it, because we need it. And yeah, so guys, don't let your voices be silent. Don't do anything bad, obviously. Well, only peaceful, good, actual words are important. Violence is not. Words will get things done. Violence won't. Anger and violence gets nothing accomplished. Words and peaceful, responsible niceness will get so much done. And that's why our school's taking, like, you know, our school cares and are hearing us. They're hearing us in all these responses, and they want what's best for us, because they care so much about us and they want only what's best for us, and they are listening to us and they're hearing us, and that's why they had us all come in to talk, and they want to hear us and use our ideas and make East the best it can be and help us, because they want us to be happy, because they care so much about us, because we are family. And that's what the assistant principal kept saying, you know, we're a family, and you know, look out for each other, guys. It doesn't matter if you don't know them, it doesn't matter if they annoy you. Look out for each other and be kind to each other, be nice to each other. This world needs help, and we need to be the change to help this world and to make it better and to make it a better place for everyone. I love you guys so much. I'm always here for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you create a good, positive change to the world and society. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.